The defense of our nation depends on people. From the simplest weapons to modern aircraft and naval vessels, people are needed to operate, maintain, and support all of our weapons systems. People are our strongest asset in defense. They make everything click and ensure it will continue to do so. If the Department of Defense is to maintain a strong deterrence to potential hostile forces, we must constantly reevaluate our support for the people who create that deterrence. Corporate executives look to maximum productivity levels to keep their companies solvent. Defense leadership expects top-flight productivity to ensure increased fighting power. That means we must invest available dollars wisely, getting more projects for the money and making sure that those projects have the greatest positive impact on mission capability. Really, it's just a matter of making good decisions. Improved military capability is the bold and justifiable claim that is made time and time again at installations with successful self-help programs. These installations let the people improve their work areas to function in the most efficient manner, which promotes teamwork, increases productivity, and instills a sense of pride and ownership. But the bottom line is, a good self-help program increases fighting power. A well-organized self-help program allows you to get more projects accomplished with available money. Most projects accomplished self-help require some tools and materials and a lot of elbow grease. Armed with hammers, saws, paintbrushes, and a will to improve the workplace, self-helpers have trimmed facility improvement investments by 25, 50, and even more than 75%.
It's a lot cheaper in letting your self-help people do it. Say a job that costs $10,000 in-house, we can do it in a self-help store for about $2,000. That's just to cost material because the labor's free. And that's how it all became, is to get the job done as fast as possible, cut down our downtime, and that's just basically how we got started.
There are times when funds are limited and a project is urgently needed to support the mission. The volunteer efforts of concerned workers have turned those projects from dreams into a reality.
Reynolds Range was built entirely as a self-help project by the 44th Engineer Battalion, and all that was necessary through appropriated funds was to provide the materials. All of the firing points, the range shack, as well as the earthwork and the preparation of the site was done by the troop unit. If it were not for the fact that this project was done by self-help, it would not have been possible to complete it.
Self-help efforts, since they are normally done by a group of individuals, strongly reinforces teamwork. These people, involved in doing something for themselves, feel like a part of the finished product. They start and finish a project together, and they're proud of it. Motivated self-help participants are not limited to people who work in the area being fixed up.
The self-help crew came through here and built petitions and modifications in our bathroom and on various areas to make this building more conducive for children. The children have really benefited from the differences that self-help has made. We could never have done it without them.
Pride is contagious. It spreads from the individual to the unit, the installation, and the service. At the same time, a good self-help program goes a long way toward preserving facilities. The useful life of many buildings has been expanded through well-planned, timely renovations.
We undertook the project because at the time the office was starting to more or less run down. The walls, there was holes in the walls, the floor was severely run down. There were pits, the tile was breaking up. It looks more or less like the other half of the building does right now. That's presently undergoing the construction. 10 years from now, if it's still standing, it'll look like this because we did something about it, not like the other side that's falling apart and nobody did anything about it. The building will still be standing and not demolished.
Since the people are proud of their facilities, they take better care of them. In fact, that care becomes an individual goal rather than an assigned task. A well-balanced self-help program also improves productivity. It creates a more efficient working environment and increases the productivity of each individual, too. Whether the area looks better or the job is made easier to accomplish, the result is the same, a positive impact on the productivity of the entire operation. Increased pride, teamwork, and a sense of accomplishment all have a positive impact on productivity. Command support plays a big role in successful self-help operations. It's more than just giving lip service to the program. Commanders must take an active role in encouraging self-help projects and providing adequate support. When people see a way to improve their workplace, they are the ones who are best qualified to know if it should be done. They should be allowed to make those improvements. Appointing a self-help coordinator responsible for the program gives it positive direction. At all levels, people are the key to making the program work. Allowing people to accomplish what is desired and giving them an opportunity to excel boosts morale and, in turn, improves combat capability. Some people enjoy working with their hands, and self-help allows them to use that talent and take the unit's goals to the most personal limits. Providing these self-helpers with the proper tools, materials, and guidance ensures success. A well-staffed, well-stocked self-help store is a step in the right direction. Samples of items to choose from helps these volunteers choose the best possible materials to complete the project. Providing training, technical advice, or supervision helps ensure the job is done right. Self-help can be used to make improvements everywhere on the installation. Operational, personnel support, MWR, and community facilities all benefit from applied self-help efforts.
We have a unique self-help project that we recently completed here at Bitburg. It involved the construction of an F-15 mock-up to be used in our fire training area. The project is unique in that it was accomplished totally by 4 firefighters during their off-duty time.
The system can be set up. We can retract the gear on it. We can pull the missiles off of it. We can set up any type of fire necessary to complete our training task.
For instance, we've changed out 19 small mooring buoys, which Naval Station Staff Civil estimated would cost $20,000. We went ahead and bought the buoys ourselves out of District 1 funds, and we ended up changing out 10 of the buoys with the shackles and the chain in one day. So essentially we did almost $10,000 worth of work in one day with 2 people.
What we're doing here is we're building a sunroof over our patio, and what it's doing for us is it's increasing the morale of the troops. It gives us a nice place to have our organizational functions, commander's call, change command ceremonies for the base, which we've had several already over here on our patio. What it does is it lets the rest of the base know how we work together as an organization.
The Quonset to my rear has been converted into a recreation center adjacent to the central in and out processing facility for all Army personnel coming into Korea. The painting of the building, as well as putting down tile and some other minor tasks, were done using self-help, and that allowed us to stay within cost limits and complete this important project, which literally affects all Army personnel being processed into Korea.
Command support also creates a good public relations program. Pamphlets, flyers, and self-help store advertisements help publicize the program and recognize the people doing good work. Stories in command and installation publications and reports in the community media offer the same opportunity to show how people have excelled. Like all other programs, praise is an important element. Doing the job may be satisfaction enough, but recognition goes a long way. Recognizing those who participate in the self-help program is smart. A nice positive touch that goes beyond recognition is a reward program. The rewards are almost limitless and generate healthy competition between the units for the best program or project. Improving our people's environment is the job of everyone in the Defense Department. It helps our people increase their ability to focus on completing the mission. By encouraging self-helpers to work in concert with unit operations, they continue to complete the mission while displaying their ideas. Self-help brings people and the mission closer together, with the mission becoming not only a unit goal, but a personal one. Excellent installations is a goal of the Department of Defense. One of the principles of excellent installations is to pay for excellence, because defense cannot afford anything less. Excellent facilities develop pride, a sustaining force in mission accomplishment. By encouraging people to improve their own facilities through viable self-help programs, they get quality facilities sooner, while motivating a military force to be reckoned with. If you would like to join the Excellent Installations team or comment on this program, write to the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Installations, Room 3E 787, The Pentagon, Washington, D.C. 20301-8000. This has been a joint service production of the United States Air Force, produced in the facilities of Detachment 1, 1365th Audiovisual Squadron, Carswell Air Force Base, Texas.